language we're gonna review for the quiz that we're gonna have tomorrow. It is a very easy quiz in my opinion, so make sure you're paying attention because this is the last time we will be reviewing for it. We're also doing page 85 and 86 because they're having us do both pages. So let's start with these sentences at the top of the board because we are going to divide them. That's what you'll have to do tomorrow between the subject part of the sentence and the predicate part of the sentence. But this time, when you look at the predicate part of the sentence, you're only underlining the verb twice, just the verb. Remember, the verb is usually a word that shows action, all right? So we're not underlining all of it. You guys are used to underlining the subject part of the sentence once and the predicate part of the sentence twice. We're not doing that. We're just underlining the verb, which is the word that usually shows action. We'll learn more verbs that don't show action later, but right now, verbs show action. Let's read the sentence. My little sister played checkers with me. Hunter. Where am I going to divide it, first of all?
Divide it after little sister.
Okay, you can just say after sister, okay?
Yes.
Divide it after sister, my little sister, that's where you're going to divide it. And then when you look at the predicate side, what is the action verb? Chase.
Played.
Played, right? So sister played, that is, oh, there we go. So played, and that is what you would do on the quiz tomorrow. Divide it and underline only the verb twice. All right, look at the next one. Valerie shared her candy with the class. All right, Allison. Divide it.
Divide it after Valerie.
Very good. We're going to divide it after Valerie. And looking at the predicate side, shared her candy with the class. Dane, what's the action?
Shared.
Shared. That's what she did. She shared. That's a very sweet thing to do, isn't it? All right, let's look at the next sentence. The next sentence says, my dog Chloe barks at the neighbor. Yep, that she does. All right, Leanna, where are we going to divide it?
After Chloe.
After Chloe. All right, after Chloe. Now we've divided it. Look at the predicate side. Barks at the neighbor. Riley, what's the verb?
Barks.
Barks. All right, barks is the verb. Very good. All right, let's look at the next one. Mr. Lee and Mrs. Scott invited us to join them. All right, Joey, you're going to divide it.
After Mrs. Scott.
Yes, after Mrs. Scott. This one actually has two subjects, Mr. Lee and Mrs. Scott. We're divided after both of them. And then looking at the predicate side, invited us to join them. What's the verb?
Invited.
Invited. That's what Mr. Lee and Mrs. Scott did. They invited. That was their action. All right, next it says, in our class, the alarm rings loudly. Now, don't let this one trick you. Let's see. Grayson, where am I going to divide it?
In our class. After the alarm.
Very good. That is what he almost got tricked, but he realized as soon as he said it. Is class doing anything in the sentence? No. It's the alarm that's doing something. So that's where you want to divide it, after the alarm. They're just telling you where this alarm is. It's in our class. And I was talking about that alarm right over there. And it is very loud, isn't it? All right, so when you look at the predicate side, rings loudly. Grant, what is the verb? Nice and loud, please.
Ring.
Very good. Rings. Rings is the verb. So alarm would be your subject and rings would be the verb. Okay, because the alarm is what is doing the action. All right, so that is one of the things you'll have to do on the quiz tomorrow. Over here, I'm going to move the camera just a little bit. We're going to talk about today, which is present tense, and yesterday, which is past tense. So on your quiz tomorrow, they're going to have today I blank, yesterday I blank. Now, I didn't keep writing it over and over again. They are really going to write again, today I blank and yesterday I blank. They're going to write it repeatedly for you on the quiz. I took the easy way out and I put little marks, which means I'm just saying the same words again and again. Okay? So, then at the front of this quiz, they're going to give you a verb. All right, so this first verb is love. So for present tense, we would say today I, everybody,
Love.
Love. You're just gonna write the same verb again, love. But for the past tense, yesterday I
Love.
loved with a ed. So you write love, and since you dropped the e before you add the ed, you're just gonna add that d. Loved. Okay? So the word will be there to copy, so make sure you just spell it right. Over here, if it ends in an e, then you're just gonna add the d. But if it doesn't end in the e, then you need to add ed, right? Right? So the next verb, everybody see it?
Wink.
So today I
Wink.
wink. Yesterday I
Winked.
winked. Very good. So write wink again, but add ed.
Easy.
Easy. That's super easy, isn't it? All right, the next verb is
Yell.
so today I
Yell.
yell. Yesterday I
Yelled.
yelled. Very good. So just write yell and add ed. Alright? Now, this next thing we're going to look at is not going to be on the quiz, but we know there is present tense, and we know there is past tense, it already happened. But guess what? There is also future tense. Something that happens in the future. So if you look at your paper, let's look at the blue section at the top of your paper and let's read what it says. Verbs that tell about something that will happen are called future tense. The word will usually comes before a future tense verb. Verbs that tell us about something that happens now are called present tense. Verbs that tell us about something that already happened are called past tense. So, yesterday we read those samples. You're supposed to be looking at your papers, guys. I don't know what y'all are doing, but look at your paper in the blue section. Yesterday we looked at our plants. Today we look at our plants. Tomorrow we will look at our plants. Alright, so you still use the same verb that you used for the present tense, but you're going to put the word will in front of it. So you're saying you're going to do it in the future. You will. So let's go back. Move the camera again to over there where I have tomorrow. And let's take the same verb that we used for the present tense. And tomorrow I will love. Very good. Tomorrow I will love. The next verb was
Wink.
so tomorrow I
Will wink.
will wink. And the last one is
Tomorrow I will yell.
will yell. Very good. Tomorrow I will yell. Okay? So that's making it be in the future. Okay? That's what you'll do. Does that make sense? There are other ways to do it, but that's what you're usually going to do. So look at your paper now, and we're going to do it together. So looking at number 1, everybody read it with me. It says, tomorrow we will invite Graham to Bible Club. So they want us to underline the verb phrase that's talking about future tense. So what is it?
Tomorrow.
No. The verb
Will
phrase.
we will. Grandma.
No. Just the verb.
Will.
No, that's not.
Invite.
Invite, guys. Will invite. Invite is a verb, but the future of it makes it be will invite. The future tense. So what are we underlining?
Will
Will invite. We're not underlining how we know it's future. That's not what I asked you to do. I'm asking you to underline the verb phrase 2 times. Just like we were underlining the verb 2 times here, now you're underlining the verb phrase that shows you that it's future tense. Alright? Will invite. Does everybody understand that now?
Yes,
Alright, let's go to number 2. Read that one with me. Sophia said, I sure hope he will come with us. So what's your verb phrase? Just say it. No. Will come. Guys, you have to have the will. Will come. Let's just finish up this section and we'll just have to do another video for the other. Mrs. Carrington will teach us about Jesus, promise Sophia.
Will teach.
Will teach. There you go. Now you're getting it. Will teach. Underline will teach twice. You already did that? You shouldn't be putting your pencil down. You don't have time to put your pencil down. Alright, let's read number 4. We will sing songs and will learn Bible verses too, exclaimed Sophia's little brother.
Will
We'll
learn.
sing, we'll learn.
Very good, Dane. Excellent. Will sing and will learn. You have 2 in this one. You have will sing and you have will learn. So will sing, will learn. One more. Mom said, I will pray that Graham's parents say he may come with us.
I will pray.
Do you need the I? You don't want the I, just the will pray. Alright, I'll just do a second video to finish up. It's time to